WWE's Monday Night Raw's main event was a fatal four-way match with Jey Uso, Ilja Dragnuv, Pete Dunne, and Braun Strowman. The winner will become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. The match started with Braun Strowman fighting Dragnuv and Jey Uso attacking Pete Dunne, but quickly led to Braun Strowman taking out all three competitors and then throwing Pete Dunne outside of the ring. Pete Dunne would dodge a charged tackle from Braun Strowman, which led to Jey Uso flying over the top ropes, taking out Braun Strowman. Dragnuv and Pete Dunne would square off in the ring for a bit before Jey Uso would come in and knock Dragnuv outside the ring with a roundhouse enziguri. After flipping Jey Uso over the top rope, Pete Dunne got tossed to the outside onto Dragnuv and Jey Uso by Braun Strowman. The match started off hot. Jey Uso, Ilja Dragnuv, and Pete Dunne would all try to triple team Braun Strowman, but he quickly muscled out. Pete Dunne and Ilja Dragnuv would then attempt to double team Braun Strowman in the corner, but he quickly tossed him over his shoulders before charging at Jey Uso, who dodged the attack and left Braun Strowman to hit the ring post with his shoulder. Jey Uso was sent Ilja Dragnuv flying over the top ropes. Then Pete Dunne hit Jey Uso with a roll-up pin, but only got a 2 count. An enziguri to Pete Dunne from Jey Uso, followed by a taunt, led to a submission from Pete Dunne to Jey Uso. Strowman stopped the submission by choking Pete Dunne from the outside of the ring through the ropes, which led to Ilja Dragnuv hitting Strowman with a leg drop from the top ropes. This led to Braun Strowman being triple teamed by all three opponents. Pete Dunne flew over the top ropes onto Braun Strowman. Jey Uso hit Strowman with a super kick. Then all three of them pushed Braun Strowman into the steel steps, knocking Braun Strowman out for some time. Pete Dunne will rush Jey Uso headfirst into the ring post before getting back in the ring with Dragnuv. Pete Dunne would then hit Dragnuv with a dope suplex and got a 2 count pin out of it. Pete Dunne and Ilja would share enziguris before Dragnuv would attempt a turnbuckle kick, but was met halfway mid-air by a super kick from Jey Uso, who then pinned Dragnuv and got a 2 count. After that, we saw some nice offense from Dragnuv to Jey Uso, some nice chops and things of that nature, and then the pin attempt, which was broken up by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne was gearing up for a top rope move, but was pushed off the ropes by Braun Strowman, who got in the ring and began to clean house, leaving all three competitors outside the ring. Braun Strowman would get outside the ring and freight train all three guys, Jey Uso, Ilja, and Pete Dunne, leaving them all on their ass. And then he would pick up Pete Dunne and throw him into the barrier before cleaning off the announce table. When Braun Strowman turned around to get Pete Dunne, he was met by Bronson Reed flying off the barrier, sending Braun Strowman into the announce table. Okay, Jey Uso and Ilja Dragnuv was in the ring going back and forth. Nice chops from Dragnuv to Jey Uso before Jey Uso was able to hit Dragnuv with a spear. Pete Dunne rushed into the ring and threw Jey Uso outside of the ring before pinning a down Ilja Dragnuv, but only got a 2 count. This led to Pete Dunne putting a beating on Ilja Dragnuv. Some ground and pounds, some kicks before Dragnuv was able to reverse a move and hit Pete Dunne with a boot to the face and then an H-bomb. He attempted to pin, but Jey Uso was able to stop the 3 count with a super kick to Dragnuv. Then Jey Uso hit Pete Dunne with the Uso splash and got the 1-2-3, winning the match and becoming the #1 contender for Bron Breakker's Intercontinental Championship. After yeeting with the crowd for a minute, he would turn around and see Bron Breakker in the ring, standing there with the belt, and that's how Raw went off. Dope match. Jey Uso was able to yeet himself to a title match for the Intercontinental Championship versus Bron Breakker. Seemed like the fans are excited about this. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Wrestling with Views.